Okay, I just thought I'd show you guys this real quick. Someone brought some supplies. My mom is part of the veteran program, and she's got grandkids, and they brought like more than they needed. And my sister also said that the school supplies for them. So I got one set of most everything, a few pencils, and finally a smaller mechanical pencil. This was one of those cheap no names, but that's all right because I plan to get like 3 different lead types: a small one, a thick one like the one that I have, and one that's kind of in between the two. I won't be using these in this video, but I will be playing with these tonight, so I will film it and it'll be another video. I used to get crazy art stuff from Hobby Lobby. I have a 72 set that's probably missing about 3 or 4. So if there's any of these primary colors missing, now I've got another full set. So I'm gonna put that aside. Part of marker to put my name on stuff. A Papermate pen. I love writing with these. I'm not sure about art, but I do write a little bit. I just haven't done my stories in a while because I've been focusing on my art skills and being kept way busier than I'm used to, like not being at home hardly. So I plan to type out some more of my story and then write it out, because since I use a phone, it's hard to do a live stream or a premiere reading the same script off the phone, because the phone's going to close the app or close when I'm recording and reading my story. And finally, I could do some crafts with a dry, type of like completely dry media, because I don't really consider this wet media. And if I use this right and don't let it get too gunky, it'll make a smoother pattern instead of having like little wrinkles and stuff from like you get from the wet glue, like this type of glue. Now I could straight flatten it with my paintbrushes, but I don't have that many paintbrushes, and I'm not really wanting to get paint stuck in the ones I use. These are just gonna hold my art. I'm gonna start putting my story, I think, in this one, or I think I got 2 stories, maybe 3 stories, but one I'm working on for sure. I'm gonna start putting it in this one, so it's easier for me to access it instead of going to dig through my art stuff and get it out of a bulky folder. And I will decorate this on another video with, let's see if I can reach it, with these. Since Amazon had summer sales and back to school sales, I was able to get more of the supplies that I didn't have. Like, I was always wanting to get these iridescent paints, and I will finish painting that one painting with the little cutie, trying to figure out how to make it look more like it's glowing. So I might need to practice on a different, on a different, not really sketch, more of a another finished piece. I might practice on a sketchbook, but I'll practice using this and something else. Maybe making 2 or 3 different scenes where it looks like it's glowing with different types of yellows and whites. Anyways, before I make this too long, and this I'll just be putting stuff like projects I'm working on that are flat, not in a sketchbook, like this, which I turned this into a sticker. Oh, that was printed out on sticker paper. This is sticker paper printer. I have another one that I put sticker paper on. So put that in there. And I'll also decorate this. I'm not sure if we're going to use the Posca. I might use Posca and iridescent on both of them, or one of them. I'm not sure. I'll plan that one later. But that's something to look forward to real soon, because making patterns doesn't take much thinking. Drawing something takes a little more planning, and using the right colors takes a little bit more planning. Today, I'm going to swatch the drawings that I made. And I had it in a video, I think I posted it last week. Set her up just a little bit. Don't want you to get in the markers. Make sure the drawing underneath is covered. And I decided that even if this comes loose, to keep the things I swatch in this book, I'll use a hot glue gun, which I have that. I haven't posted that video, but I did do like unboxing, unwrapped it. This I'm going to use on a set that has more colors in it. I'm going to make more of these. I think I'll make another roll of these hearts, and then make a different couple rolls of another heart, and another 2 type of winged heart for the swatching of the other colors. I'm going to do like multiple colors in each one. So I'm going to have to count the markers or paint set that I use, and then try to make it where there's like 2 or 3 on each shape. So you can see it going in gradient, like blue, different type of blue, maybe turn into green, or green and blue, and half of it fading out to the outer edges, you know, or pink and purpley, or pink and blue, or red and purple, fading from the middle out. So like half the heart's gonna be one color, half the heart another color. So I'm gonna pause it while I lay out the markers. Okay, I got some markers picked out. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't have the 2 or 3 that I used in the last video. So give me one more minute, and I will double check these and try to use the sets. These are like gonna be like dark and light, and same for this. And then I will, if I have to, these are more like blush, but I know I can use it with the skin tone. So after I swatch and see what it looks like, I know which I'll use on the faces, and then I'll swatch the other markers that I'm not using on the faces. Okay, don't have any duplicate colors. I'm gonna work with these. Let's see, there's 12 down here, which means because I got 36, I really need to use 12 3 times. I don't think I have enough drawings yet on this, but I really want to work with these skin tones. These are the tones I might use the most. So I'm gonna work with these. I have leather brown, beige rose, I have sand and mahogany, and I have burnt orange and chocolate. Mostly my brown. They might not be end up being just for the brown, but these are the ones I'm going to be working with, and I expect to be brown. But once I swatch them, I'll know. And then we have pale cream, raw silk, which my experience with another type of marker, this was really pale. Not sure about the pale cream. These are kind of between skin color and blushes. This is more like, it says skin white. I don't really use this very often because I like to make sure my characters have a little bit of a tan, but we're gonna see what it looks like. And flax. And then we have barely beige, and powder pink. Now these may not go together on one character. I might mix and match. But I will also make like a little circle, name it, and then show use of it on the drawing. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but if it gets too long, I might do 2 a different color and then split the film, draw another few, and then use the colors that I didn't use in this video along with another couple, so I could do just watching, not a lot of talking and showing stuff like I did this one. All right, let's see. Start with mahogany. I'm gonna do chocolate. Let's see how chocolate and burnt orange. I would say this would be like highlight compared to this, if it looks the way the cat does. So let's try it. I guess I'll make, first let me swatch the other one first. Yeah, I would definitely say this would be like highlight with this dark color. But at the same time, I'm not sure if you can tell if there's gonna be 2 different colors. But then that's the whole point of blending. I might have to use a 3rd color. Just in case I don't, put mahogany down here. Mahogany looks a lot like the burnt orange on this paper. Leather brown. That looks really orangey. If I was doing like a shadow for like a tan person, I'd use that one. Or for like a light blush, this may not. This might work for pale skin. I mean, not pale skin, but medium tone. Put that over here. And rose beige. You can see a slight variation as they dry, but it's kind of hard to see until they dry. I think these would be a good light and dark difference. I'm not sure about these, but if I make the skin color like that, maybe I can mix those 2 and make it look even toned so it doesn't really look like orangey, like copper tone. Okay, that's the brown ones. I'll do light skin. Sand. Well, I think sand I originally had as one of the brown ones, but sand by my experience is not usually, it's like a tan color, not like a light skin color normally. Yeah. I mean, not like a dark skin color, usually like a light skin color. This was up there with the browns, but it does look more like light skin color. Not sure if I want to put those 2 together. Let's try. Try flex. You know what? Let me name the brown ones so I can remember which they are. Use my new mechanical pencil. I remember that was chocolate. Just to make sure. Pretty sure it was burnt orange. And then mahogany. Oh, this is sand. Well, I remember those for sure. Okay. I'm gonna try barely beige, see what that looks like. Looks a lot more like a blushy pink. Should spell it right. Barely beige. Okay. Since sand wasn't originally one of the light skin tones, I have an extra, which would have been the powder pink. I'm gonna swatch it on here anyways. Powder pink is just barely lighter than barely beige. Now, if I use raw silk with barely beige, it might, this might be a shadow and this would be the light skin. But you rarely see light skin with that type of pink. So powder and raw silk would be better together. White skin. If you got burnt skin, white skin and barely beige would go together. I wasted time deciding this. I thought it'd be easier to swatch. Okay. Let's do the chocolate and burnt orange. Move these out the way. So I guess I will just be doing 2 this time because I've wasted a lot of time figuring this out because I confused myself. Here's burnt orange. Here's chocolate. Nope, that's brick brown, which I forgot the name. Good thing I picked that up because I would never have remembered to name that and then be like, what is this? Brick brown. I wouldn't say that big brick brown and brown leather go together, but if I use this as a shadow and if I somehow go over the light with the darker brown with the lighter brown, or just put that down first, do the shadows, we'll see. I'm not very experienced with skin tone blending. I'm more like, you know, blue and lighter blue type blending. So after swatching, I will do a lot of practice. So I'm gonna do this one and this one. I'm gonna do the powder pink with the raw silk and burnt orange with the chocolate. I picked this one because it's gonna be more of a challenge. This might be a challenge to get this to look different, but when I do the hair, I can switch it, mix it up. Right now, I just want to do the faces because I really waste a lot of time trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the faces. Some people are experienced with the colors they like to use. they know what they're going to use. But since I'm swatching, I really don't know what they're going to look like. I'll put the shadow down first. Just a bit. Do the hairline. That's what I'm going to do with this one, because it is a little bit darker than the burnt orange. Is to do the shadow first and then go over it with the lighter brown. Wish my light that I had was still working. Or, well, it's working, but it dies so fast that I didn't think I had to charge it as soon. But it's charging right now. I need one more light so I don't have shadow all over. Give me a little bit of issue. I forgot you gotta move a little bit faster so they don't dry. And I'm using watercolor paper, so watercolor paper tends to dry. I see why they use 3 different colors when doing skin blending most of the time. Because sometimes you need that lighter color, and then you need one that goes between the lighter color and the darker color. Try not to overlay the colors too many times so they don't get darker than what I'm looking for. Now, after doing that with the burnt orange, it does look a lot like the chocolate. And it is missing some blush. So I got light and dark tone because these are larger faces. But I'm missing blush. These I can mix up and do the blush. But there's not enough pink or red in these other browns to be a blush. I used wine red last time. I'm going to use a different one. Let's go down to deep red. So that way you can at least see a little bit of blush when I complete the face. And I think I'm going to do her hair olive brown, olive green brown, because it will be completely different from the skin. Orange, I need you. last time I think I put the blush down and then I did the brown. And I think doing it that way actually helped a lot. Going back over it with the burnt orange, sorry. Trying not to go over the same color. Like I said, I'm not that good at the skin blending. I think the camera ran out of space. Should mix it up and have some of these be brown. I might still do that. Since I have them labeled, I might still do that. Let's do this pink. Barely beige, no, powder pink. If that all was coloring things and not putting the camera on. Yeah, pink's not too bad for a shadow. Pink powder. But I want her to have a blushy look. Now, unfortunately, I did run out of space. I had to go crop a couple of videos that I was trying to save. I need to crop some more so I can get the rest of this on here. So I have to stop right here. This is what this one turned out looking like. That's powder pink and raw silk. And that's chocolate and burnt orange with blush was deep red. All right. Catch me when on my next video. I'm just gonna do just the skin tones. What I think I'm gonna do is 2 for the skin and 2 for the hair, and then do the same here. So that'll make it where I have 24 colors used, and then make 3 more shapes, and then do 2 for the skin, 2 for hair, which should make the last 12 used. So I'll make another 1 of these, maybe 2 of these because they're smaller, or 2 of these and light skin, since I have these like dark skin, light skin, 2 of these light skin, 1 of these dark skin, something like that. But 3 more with 4 colors will give me another 12 colors used. Anyways, thanks for watching. The first half was like 28 minutes, so I got to go do a lot of chopping to get it down so the whole video is closer to 20 something. I did a lot of talking, so hopefully I can do that. Thanks for watching. Sharp heart. Bye bye.
If you
please like and subscribe.
Color
leave a comment. Let me know what you do and don't like.